Good evening, Internet. Welcome back to another night of Strange and Scary Games. I'm Mom. That's Aldous in the background. Tonight we are continuing our journey through Call of the Elder Gods. In the previous video, we did the prologue, chapters 1 and 2. In this video, we will be doing chapters 3 and however far we can get. A guide to the members of the Starry Wisdom Society.
Wake her up. Welcome back, Evangeline.
Finally, this is also the story of an obsessive, manipulative, and ambitious man.
What's all over your
This
face?
is the story of Caleb Bowen.
Wait, where am I?
I'll be the one asking the questions here, girl. My name is Caleb Bowen. I work for the United States government.
Do you?
Bowen often made that claim, though it was at best a half-truth. Sure, he'd worked for the government once, but that was a long time ago, and he'd been running solo for years.
Do you realize that you trespassed on a site closed off by the United States government? And more importantly, that you were seen in the company of Professor Harrison Everhart. You may not know this, but Everhart is a subversive individual. We suspect he may be working for the communists.
Hey, so am I.
Bowen kept lying. He knew Harry could be many things, but a communist was definitely not one of them.
I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
Oh, not at all, Evangeline. I'll show you who Professor Everhart really is. Your father's name was Franklin Drayton. He and his brother Moses ran a workshop in Benoit, Mississippi called Drayton Motors. He died in a work accident in San Francisco in 1934. Is that correct?
You've been investigating me? What kind of...
Shut up and listen to what I have to say. Do you recognize anyone besides your father in this photograph?
Wait, is that Professor Everhart?
Oh, correct. Everhart led an expedition to the Pacific in 1934. Your father was part of that expedition.
That was the only truth Bowen told during his conversation with Evangeline.
Your father didn't die in San Francisco, Miss Drayton. He died in excruciating agony, alone and abandoned, on an island in the Pacific, and all because of Professor Everhart. I bet he never told you that, did he? In fact, every member of the Everhart expedition died or disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Even the professor's wife, whose strange illness was the impetus for the expedition, vanished under equally mysterious circumstances.
I didn't vanish. I simply fulfilled my destiny, accepting the painful sacrifice my husband planned.
How can you possibly know that?
One of my associates was part of that expedition. She also perished, though not before informing us of what had happened.
Evie was in shock and full of doubt. The professor was a withdrawn and sullen individual and, frankly, really hard to deal with, but could he also be responsible for her father's death? Despite her doubts, she kept silent, and wisely so. She still didn't trust this Bowen fella, regardless of his claim that he worked for the government.
Now you know the kind of person you've gotten involved with, Evangeline. And the kind of trouble you're in. I have a few questions for you. For your own good, I suggest you cooperate. That platform beneath the lake in the Rappahannock River caves, how did you manage to activate it?
Don't recall.
You're wrong. I didn't activate any platform.
Don't try to lie to me, girl. You're no good at it.
You must have recognized the girl's cognitive pattern, I'm sure of it. She even mentioned a period of amnesia, just like Peasley.
I hope you're right.
Evangeline had not the slightest idea what those two men were talking about.
Next question. You said a word while you were asleep. Nakotis. Do you know what that means?
Nope.
It's the first time I've ever heard that word. I swear.
She mentioned the city's name. I heard it myself. She's lying.
Evie realized that, unintentionally, her captors had revealed something to her. Nakotis was a city.
Final question. Have you heard of someone named Dr. West?
I've never heard that name in my life. I swear.
This is a waste of time, Pharaoh. It's obvious the girl is hiding something, but there are more effective and less traumatic ways of getting that information.
You're right. Proceed.
I told you everything I know. I promise.
No, you have not. But let's find out what you really know. Please take a look at this. Do you understand this language?
Even though it was written in those puzzling characters, Evie understood the book's title. Narcotic Manuscripts. Non-linear displacements toward the Great Library and reversible transfer of cognitive pattern.
Tell me, Miss Drayton, what's written in the book cover?
Narcotic Manuscripts.
Evie surprised herself. Had she spoken against her will? She couldn't
Shows
help
the
but translate the
sarcastic
book's subtitle as well. She was feeling more and more tired.
That's better, Miss Drayton. Now, open the book. Focus and listen to my voice. Listen to my voice while you read the book to us. Read the book to us.
I chose the sarcastic option, but it didn't let me.
What just happened? Am I in my dorm?
Interesting.
Oh no, Evie was not in her dorm room. Not at all.
I wish you could zoom. Like if you could just press right mouse button and zoom. Is that Dad?
Hey, over here, Evangeline. Hey, how are things, kid?
Papa! But it can't be. You're alive?
Oh, of course I am, darling. But you have to find a way.
That was not her father, of course.
You must reach Nakotis.
Advanced Mathematics, 1957.
Have I crossed another one of those portals? Good Lord. None of this makes any sense.
I like that they're using these as centerpieces now. We're on a Mobius strip.
This is weird. Really weird.
Yeah.
Drayton Motors? Dad and Uncle Mo's motor shop in Benoit?
news is we're running out of money. If we don't get some cash soon, we'll have to shut the shop down. Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. I've got a daughter to provide for.
Is that why he went on the expedition?
You're a whiz, mister. Would you be interested by any chance in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific?
Papa, don't do it! Don't go to San Francisco, please! Hey, what just happened?
It'll only be a few days, Jitterbug. I'll be back before you can say Jack Robinson.
Some cool gravity stuff going on.
Drayton is dead, but it doesn't matter. His death brings me closer to an answer. I'll do whatever it takes. The only thing that matters is Nora's life.
Wait, no. That doesn't sound like the professor at all.
Evie realized Bowen's lies were seeping into her thoughts.
This is from the first game, I believe.
Frank, how do you feel?
Not good. But that doesn't matter anymore, Mr. Harry. Just listen to me. Get off this cursed island. You'll find nothing here but death. Go back home. Spend what time you've got left with your wife. And there's another thing I want to ask of you.
Can we not interact? I guess not.
Where am I now?
And thing's gone.
Who are you?
Salve, cornafun, nakotas.
The great engineer?
Is that a new book? No, that's the same book.
Salve, cornafun, nakotas.
Hi there.
Incredible. Did you hear that? We were right. We finally found the coordinates. At last we know where Nakotas lies. Thanks for your cooperation, Miss Drayton.
Evangeline sure has a lot to deal with.
About an hour after Evangeline had her otherworldly vision,
Finally, I'm inside.
Harry snuck into the same building where she was being kept captive. He had been there many years ago, when he was seeking funding for the Everhart expedition.
Miss Drayton, are you there? What on earth?
Harry had always
Nice.
suspected that the Starry Wisdom was something far more sinister than a simple astronomical society. And as soon as he stepped into their inner sanctum, his worst fears were confirmed.
Egyptian hieroglyphs?
I don't know what to do with these. This is cool.
Only those who have been enlightened know the divine geometry of the tetrahedron, which grants access to the gates of knowledge. What's this load of baloney? These people are out of their minds, no doubt about it. And they clearly have a pathological obsession with Egypt.
Don't they, though?
None of these doors have handles. How am I supposed to open them? There's a pyramid in the center of this chamber. I wonder if... Certain sections of this pyramid seem to move.
For a moment, Harry wondered whether it was a good idea to mess with the mechanism, but he quickly dismissed the thought. Even if it meant alerting someone, he had to find Evangeline and get out of there.
Not you. You. I don't think that's right. Okay.
Stellae Sapientis. The Starry Wisdom Society. Providence.
None of these open. One of them does.
A tetrahedron.
So we have to get them in order. Got it. So, 3 stars, and then... Why is this one different? There we go.
Yes, the doors to the upper rooms are open. This looks like an astronomer's office. This book seems to recount traditions of ancient Egypt.
Akhet, the season of the Nile's flooding. Peret, the season of emergence or crop growth. Shimu, the season of harvest. So, this one up here is Akhet. These ones are Peret. And then these ones are Shimu.
Heaven's sake, these kooks really are obsessed with ancient Egypt.
Do you say anything after that?
Heaven's sake, these kooks really are obsessed with ancient Egypt.
No. Okay.
Different constellations. It It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
Are these just these? 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems like it.
So these freaks have masks, code names, and hieroglyphs assigned to each of them.
I think I have a code name for the new member. What do you think of Orion? If we also assign him the hieroglyph we discussed, his symbol would match his mask, just as yours does. Let me know what you think. After all, astronomy is your domain, Pharaoh. Have masks similar to their hieroglyphs. It's Orion. Let's go to the next room.
An archaeologist's office for sure. There's something written in German in these pages.
Although Harry's German was a bit rusty, he understood what it meant.
In Egyptian hieroglyphs, the direction the figure's face determines the opposite reading direction, a subtle guide for the reader's eye to navigate realms hidden in stone. Thus, if the characters face right, the text is read from right to left. Conversely, if they face to the left, the text is read from left to right. Even though these savage traditions disgust me, I have no choice but to accept them.
This must be the group's official photographer. This guy has been all over the world.
The letter laid bare the bad blood between some of the cult members. Something pretty common when power-hungry fanatics are involved.
Ariga, do not ever address me as Larry during the rituals again. Proper names are strictly forbidden within these walls. Consider this your final warning. Links. Dark room.
Looks like a device to make prints from photographic film. A bin full of discarded prints.
Do you want to look at
Full
them?
of discarded prints.
No?
Trays with various chemical substances. They even have the molecular structures written on the bottles.
Uh-huh.
This office looks... This fella clearly has expensive tastes. I'm impressed.
I missed what he said.
What nonsense are they talking about now?
Each initiate must correctly align the elements beneath the statue representing their mask, as well as the number that marks their position in the monthly ritual. Position, name, role, code name, hieroglyph.
You have to be some kind of narcissist to snap a pic of yourself. Especially if it's just to show off your muscles.
Built like a brick house.
The robbery at my house could have gone way worse, all things considered.
I don't see why Pharaoh put so much faith in Eridanus. He's nothing more than a big-headed fool. I knew he wouldn't be able to fetch that statuette. What good were all his hypnosis tricks? It would have been a heck of a lot easier just to send me. I'm the strongest and largest in the group after all. A couple of punches and we'd have that relic by now.
Just an office. But this couch, maybe from a psychiatrist's office?
Found our therapist, I think.
He sounds glad to be rid of him.
At last, I'm getting rid of that idiot, at least in the rituals. It was about time. 10/28, 1957.
This metronome still makes my skin crawl.
Pharaoh already announced the ritual positions. I'll have to be next to Orion nearly all year.
Harry immediately recognized the voice of Dr. Frog-in-the-Throat.
I've always despised spoiled rich kids, and Orion's no exception. I'll have to pretend I tolerate him, but luckily I'm fairly skilled at pretending.
So the good doctor tried to make off with pieces of the Black Ooze statuette. Wrong move, pal.
Yeah, it does not seem wise.
Drat. This is my prescription from Dr. Frog-in-the-Throat.
Clinical note, patient Professor Harrison Walton Everhart. The patient presents chronic insomnia accompanied by panic episodes. Prescription phenobarbital, 1 tablet. Instruct patient to take an additional dose, 1/4 of a gram in case of a panic episode. In here it says Dr. Eugene Kingsley. Kinsley? Is that it? Weird spelling.
1955. So they've been doing this for a while now.
Felix's camera.
A roll of film. I wonder what's on it.
Can we take it? Thank you. Do we know how to develop it?
This looks like a biologist's office.
Let me write that down. Filled 50% of Nora's journal. Photographic processing instructions. Dip the exposed photographic paper into the 3 tubs of chemicals. Developer, stop bath, fixer. And it seems like the chemical symbols were written beside it, but it seems like they've rubbed off. Gnarly.
They rotated the positions. What does that mean?
I'm glad we finally changed positions. Last time I had to go last, and I didn't like it. 10/28/57.
I'm sure I could name all the fish in this aquarium.
Much to his dismay, Harry had become something of an expert on fish, especially those with striking spotted patterns.
The shelf is packed with every kind of specimen. Looks like it came straight out of Dr. Frankenstein's lab.
You. So 1, 2, 3.
Trays with various chemical substances. They even have the molecular structures written on the bottles.
Yeah, can I use the thing? Can I do the thing? I don't think you should be touching that with your hand, dude.
Good. I've developed the photo.
So we've got a cat, a bird, That'd be a croc. And then the dog-faced. Where's the way down?
A statue of Horus, Egyptian god of order and justice. Bastet, goddess of protection and love. Anubis, Egyptian god of the underworld. That is Sobek, god of fertility and life and lord of the Nile. Thoth, god of intelligence and magic.
So what are we doing here? Position. Let's see about name. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I think the position is based on the time. Because that would make sense to me.
A black statue of a pharaoh. I don't know which one it represents, but it's unsettling to say the least.
I already did that. You the cat?
Bastet, goddess of protection and love.
Patricia. None of that looks like a cat, though. Photographer is Felix. Ariga is Felix. Which one is... So we've got the cat, the bird, the gator, and then the dog? So you're probably Felix, right? Geologist. Marika. It's one of the birds, it looks like. And Lynx is Larry. Is the dilettante Larry? I think we need more information. Is there really nothing?
Different constellations. It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
Should check more on the biologist. There are 5 of them, but we only have information on 4.
October 29th.
So Radness is the psychiatrist.
This fella clearly has expensive tastes. I'm impressed.
Same picture.
Hanging your college diploma on the wall while you're in some sort of weird cult doesn't strike me as the smartest idea. Looks like even kooky cultists have a love life. Who would have thought?
Excuse me. Who is Howard? Why do we not get information on the astronomer? Oh, this is his information. Interesting. Okay. Ryan is probably the hawk, which would make him this one. And then the astronomer is probably the gator then? Crocodile? But then the dilettante is the crocodile, I thought, because he's the strongest and largest. Or are they both birds? Trisha is the biologist. And the cat. Felix is the archaeologist. You are the dilettante, right? Do I know which one is the rich kid? Let's assume you're Ryan. Felix is the archaeologist, is Ariga. Aradness is the hawk, it seems like. Which means you would be Howard. So you're biologist, psychiatrist, archaeologist, dilettante, astronomer. You're Orion. You're Ariga. You're Aradness. We also know your name, right, Eugene? I don't understand.
Bastard. Goddess of protection and love.
Trisha is correct. Eugene is correct. Felix is correct. So we're looking at Henry and Larry. I don't like that Lynx is generally associated with cats, but we also know that Patricia is the cat. Oh, I see. Okay. $10.28. October 28th. So second Auquette. She would have been last. So that she would have been this one. That one. I hate that it's Corvus and Lynx because I want it to be Lynx, but Lynx is Larry, so it can't be Lynx. Corvus? So if she was this one in the last rotation, then in the current rotation, 1028, third Auquette. Now she's this one, second. There's so many variables here. Okay. We know what day it is, right? October 29th. So it's the third Auquette. Eradness. So do we know the dilettante? We don't. Right? Yes, we do. Okay. So if the dilettante is this one, that makes this one Eradness. So bird, wave, square, thing. That one. And that would make him 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got 2 down. 1, 2. You're the astronomer, so you should be this one. And then we know that you are last. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 positions. Got it. So, Larry, Patricia, Eugene, Felix, makes you Howard. And you are first. All right, so Felix is the archaeologist. This is Ariga. So we know that we've got this one, we've got this one. We don't have this one. And that would make you third.
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
Getting something wrong. Hopefully it's not just a position thing.
different constellations. It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
Only the astronomer's wrong. It's got to be it. So where's the birds? Make you which one did we decide was that? This one? And that would be 2, 3, 4. Then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it.
That elevator. It must be the access to Bowen's office. Evangeline has to be there. I'm sure of it.
Logic puzzles.
As he rode the elevator up, Harry regretted not bringing a weapon. What if Bowen was still up there?
All right. Let's see what you're hiding here, you scoundrel. Consciousness exchange? Is he talking about mind swapping?
Kefnis, the Egyptian priest, holds the method to activating the shining trapezohedron. Consciousness exchange will let me access the arcane knowledge last time.
Spitsbergen. That's the place in Norway Evangeline mentioned.
The base at Spitsbergen. Auriga said they're keeping one of those creatures frozen in the ice. Maybe we can communicate with it. The girl with Everhart understands its language.
Apparently that John Teague was Fornax, another cult member.
Narcotic site confirmed. Very useful information. Fornax died from complications after retrieving the statuette. Ichor is dangerous. We need to decipher the manuscript. How? Who? Narcotic ruins, matching the structures in the caves of Rappahannock River, Virginia. Where is the city?
So the cult was on the expedition along with Peasley. How long have they been behind all this?
Rappahannock River Caves, Virginia, 1947. Left to right. Nathaniel W. Peasley, Caleb Bowen, John Teague, Patricia Seckler, Eugene Kingsley. It's Kingsley now. And Larry Monroe. Is it Kingsley or is it Kinsley? I think it's supposed to be Kingsley.
Well, looks like they give this medal to just about anyone.
In recognition of his extraordinary service and dedication to the Office of Strategic Services for acts carried out in defense of liberty and the security of the United States during the time of global conflict, presented by the President of the United States, Harry S. Truman.
Say, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Fuck
Indeed.
McCarthy.
Caleb's friend.
Say, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Indeed. Caleb's friend Joe was none other than Senator Joseph McCarthy, who led the infamous witch hunts against alleged communists.
That doesn't sound good at all. And what's this Azathoth business?
Unravel the mysteries of the shining trapezohedron. Bring forth the black man. Depart for the throne of Azathoth at the center of the final chaos.
Dr. West?
A human name in manuscripts from 250 million years ago. Impossible. Rank West.
This creature seems vaguely familiar.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Let's do a once-over. Look around a little bit more.
Maybe something important here. I can come back later.
I just want to see if there's anything else. I don't think there is, but just in case. There is something.
I knew Bowen would never abandon his Nazi pals.
Bowen, I confirm that we will bring Felix Stahl to America. We will do so under Operation Paperclip. However, you need to put aside all that esoteric nonsense. It makes you lose credibility with the people in Washington. Sincerely, Werner von Braun. Found the Nazi. All right, let's go. Hello? Can we move the curtain? There's something vibrating back there. All right.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Please be all right, Evangeline. Let's go, Miss Drayton. We have to get out of here.
Look, it's the engineer. I've seen one of those creatures before. In my dreams. In the Stone City, in the jungle. He spoke to me in my dreams, Professor. I have
Forget about it, Miss Drayton. We have to call the police.
Calling the police won't do any good, Professor. We have to go to Spitzbergen. I need to talk with him, with the great engineer.
Miss Drayton, don't you realize this doesn't make any sense? We can't chase Bowen and his...
No, you don't understand. Bowen isn't in Spitzbergen. He's on his way to the city, on his way to Nicotis.
Harry couldn't believe what he had just heard. Evangeline had mentioned a place he had known in dreams, long ago. So long ago, he had nearly forgotten it.
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world.
All these questions came crashing down on Harry. And suddenly, he wasn't so convinced anymore.
Escape from the Inner Sanctum. Completed Chapter 3.
Before boarding the plane to Norway, Evie and Harry talked about the trip. About where they'd be stopping over. About what they'd do once they got to Spitsbergen. They talked about bringing plenty of warm clothing and gear and supplies to make it through. They talked about getting their documents and passports in order. They even talked about the strange city they had both dreamt of. But Evie knew there was something they hadn't talked about. A question she didn't know how to ask the professor, because every time she'd tried, the right words never came out. But a long flight leaves plenty of time to think.
Professor?
Yes?
When I was being held by that man, Bowen, he showed me a picture of you. A picture of you and my father in the Pacific. Did you know my father, Professor?
And then, it was Harry who didn't know how to find the right words. Because even though he'd been waiting years for that question, he still didn't know how to answer it.
The answer is yes.
Evie took Harry's silence as a yes.
How come you never told me you knew my father?
You never asked.
What do you mean, I never asked? What kind of an answer is that?
Evie was furious.
Hardly one.
That petty, childish excuse didn't suit the professor at all.
Look, I wanted to.
You wanted what? Just talk, for God's sake.
All right. I'll explain everything.
Good. We've got plenty of time to spare before we land.
My wife, Nora, was diagnosed with an incurable disease. The same hereditary illness of unknown origin that had struck her mother before her. The doctors had no answer. So I decided to find it myself. I never imagined the answer would take me so far away. To a remote island in the Pacific. Back then, I didn't have the financial independence I have now. So I had to raise money and put a team together. Do you remember the night before your father left for work in San Francisco? You were probably 5 or 6 years old?
Oh, God. Yes, I remember. I remember a beautiful, dark-haired woman, a nervous, scrawny guy, and a man who seemed really happy about something.
I'll never forget those words. You're a whiz, mister. Would you be interested, by any chance, in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific? That's right. Frank agreed to come with us to the island. It pained him to leave you and your mother back in Mississippi, but he needed the money and I was paying very well. But that island wasn't what we expected. There was something there that... Let's just say there are forces in this world that mankind ought not to meddle with, Miss Drayton. Things like the Black Ooze, and on that island, it was everywhere. I told you, it's the most dangerous substance I've ever come across. We found that out when one of the expedition members came into contact with it. It was him, driven mad, who attacked your father. Just a shallow cut with an ancient dagger, but enough to infect him with that black liquid. That is what took Frank's life. I did what I could to look after him, but that infection, it was beyond anything I could handle. His final words still haunt me. Harry, please look after my wife and my little girl. And that's what I've been trying to do all these years. Though evidently not as well as I might have done.
Evie was speechless. She could not believe it.
Take care of me? What are you talking about? I just met you a week ago. I've never had anyone except my mother. And the only help we ever got was from the insurance checks. What kind of help are you—
There was no insurance, Evangeline.
What?
Harry decided that since he'd started telling the truth, he wouldn't stop halfway.
I am the Hydrangea Foundation. Hydrangeas were just Nora's favorite flowers, that's all.
And then, Evie understood. She understood the strange and painful sacrifice that man had made.
I wasn't the one who drove that dagger into your father, but I dragged him to that island and didn't listen when he told me we had to leave.
Harry had spent a long time avoiding the truth of what had happened nearly 30 years before, on that island in the Pacific. But for the first time in ages, he was forced to face it.
So yes, your father died because of me. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I won't be so foolish as to ask for your forgiveness. I know I have no right to it. I understand how you must feel now. I understand that you hate me.
You could have told me.
I know. But I'm a coward. All I've ever done is avoid responsibility.
Could be. But you've also risked your own life to save mine.
I owed you that.
And you've paid for my schooling? That's not what a miserable man does.
I only did it because I had the money. And because I felt guilty.
Look, Professor. You insist on painting yourself as a horrible person. But I don't think that's true. I think you're just a sad and lonely man who's shouldering more guilt than anyone should have to.
Harry was puzzled. He hadn't expected this. In a strange way, Evie's forgiveness made him feel uncomfortable. Didn't he deserve punishment for what he'd done? Evie's decision had made him doubt. Perhaps it was time to move on.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I'm sure I am. Believe me.
And after that, Evie and Harry remained silent for the rest of the flight. Despite having talked about it, Evangeline and Harry were not prepared for the freezing cold they would face on that remote Norwegian island. Although weather would be the least of their problems in that place.
All right, you ready? You want to go? Let's go. I really like the environmental work done in this game. The first one was really pretty. I remember it being really pretty, but like this one is above and beyond.
God, this is unbearable. Professor, are you sure you're all right? You should have brought a couple more layers.
Don't worry, Miss Drayton. I'll be fine.
Harry hadn't always been like that. He used to like heat. But 3 months stranded on a Pacific island had changed his preferences.
Yeah, I'll bet. He hasn't even experienced climate change.
What we saw in Bowen's office? The Black Pharaoh, Azathoth, and all that? What do you think it means?
Just the ramblings of a madman, I'm sure of it. I'm actually more worried about the other things. Spitsbergen, the statue, your memory loss, and your dreams about that creature. Too much of a coincidence, isn't it? This sign, it's written in Norwegian. I guess we're close.
I think that said forbidden.
Do you really believe it's possible to switch minds?
Honestly, Miss Drayton, I have no clue what we're dealing with. But whatever it is, We'd better stop Bowen as soon as possible.
Here it is, the radio station.
The storm is getting stronger.
We'd better stay close to each other, Professor.
This looks like the station's garage. I wonder why they left vehicles in here. It's not working.
Okay. What is that?
The entry post is completely wrecked. What happened here?
This reminds me of Tomb Raider 2.
It's no use. This switch is completely wrecked.
I don't remember which one that was. Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I can see some banners on the building. They look like...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
Same.
Just as I thought. No power in here.
Is there anything we can do without power?
I doubt it.
Interesting. Very interesting. But it won't help me bring the power back on. All of these rusty gadgets are useless. No, the door won't budge. This might come in handy, but not right now. I need to get the power on in here first.
Right.
Not yet. I've got to get the generator running before I can get any work done. I'll have to take a look at it later. Right now, I need to get the power running in this station.
Is there a generator or...
Evangeline, I see a...
Harry hesitated to say the words because of how absurd they might sound.
space ship of some sort?
A spaceship? You mean like a flying saucer?
There's no generator up here, it doesn't look like.
This might come in handy, but not right now. I need to get the power on in here first.
You have a flashlight. You can at least look around first. Where is the power?
This must be the generator room, but it's locked.
You don't have anything to say about that? You don't want to suggest something? Maybe we can find a key in that building? Nothing like that?
There are way too many beds for a simple radio station.
That would back up what Bowen said. that this place was just a cover-up.
It's no use. This switch is completely wrecked.
It is dark.
This storage room's a complete mess.
Like everything else in the station, it seems.
It's not working.
I know it's not. I'm looking for a key. I want a key so that I can get into the thing. Oh my god, you can't step over that. Can't lift your leg up and step over that. Alright, let's go back to the main building. Now I suppose you want to go explore up there. I can give you a lift up, you can go explore up there? No? Is there nothing over here? Nope. Okay. So we're looking for a key somewhere, and it won't let us interact with anything else until we find that key.
Interesting. Very interesting. But it won't help me bring the power back on.
So this is going to be really annoying. There we
This
go.
must be the key to the generator room.
That wasn't as annoying as I thought it was going to be. Turn you on.
Hey, what the...
The current must have caused a power surge in that distribution panel up there. Let me take a look. Maybe I can fix it. Okay. Darn it. This fuse box is sealed. You don't happen to have a screwdriver on you, do you?
No, sorry, I left it in my other coat. With the field microscope, the flare gun, and the cannonball.
Perfect. This'll do. An old fuse box. And it looks like it still works.
What's the problem?
Well, the whole base runs on an interlock circuit.
What does that mean? I know nothing of technical stuff, and you know it.
It means that for the power to reach the antenna, you'll have to manually turn on each switch in order.
You mean I have to look for switches all over the base?
That's right. I'll route the power from this fuse box, and then you turn it on.
Fine. Stay put. I'll get back to you.
Your turn, Professor.
Where's the fuse box?
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Evangeline, try another switch.
Okay.
It's up to you now, Evangeline.
You're in charge now.
That's the one that's broken. Yeah.
Your turn, Evangeline.
Well, to you now, Professor.
So this is the broken one. So then that other one, it should be somewhere else. Let's turn you and turn you.
You're in charge now.
Where is it? It's not that one. Is there one in here? There it is. Canteen.
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Evangeline, try another switch.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep hitting tab.
Please, by all means.
Your turn, Professor.
Good. I managed to turn this thing on. Evangeline, try another switch.
Okay.
Your turn, Evangeline.
You're in charge now.
Now we go up there.
Did it?
We're good. Power's on. I'm heading back to the antenna, Professor.
Okay, Evangeline. Huh. Wasn't expecting to see one of these here.
What are you talking about?
It's an Enigma machine. A message encryption device the Nazis used to encode top-secret messages.
But how could you possibly know that?
I worked in intelligence during World War II. Obviously, I was too old to be sent to the front lines. And I can't see a thing without my glasses. But the OSS thought someone like me could be useful cracking codes. So they sent me to Fort Meade, Maryland, to the Signal Security Agency building. The SSA, Signal Security Agency. I guess this lifts other people's spirits. Not mine. Russell's desk is always a mess. He's probably on a cigarette break. Hendricks requested a transfer to Europe last week. He's a man of action, no doubt about it. worked hand in hand with the Brits. They'd already managed to crack Enigma, so we hoped their work could help us break JN-25, the Japanese naval encryption system. The set of components that makes Enigma's encryption possible.
Cipher message reader, interchangeable rotor disks, main dial, front cover, cable pairing, initiate decryption process. Initiate decryption process.
Enigma decoding instructions.
Check the first 3 letters of the message to decrypt, then find them in column 5. Configure the machine with the elements from that row. Column 1 allows you to check the day the message was sent.
I don't rightly know what we'd have done without Turing and his people over at Bletchley Park.
Dear Professor Everhart, enclosed you'll find the revised procedure for decrypting the latest Enigma intercepts, as well as the sample code. Pay particular attention to rotor settings and begin with yesterday's indicator group. The plugboard configuration will change. See attached cipher sheet. Yours truly, Alan Turing. Remember when they made that Alan Turing movie and then didn't mention his sexuality at all? That was messed up, right? Why did they do that?
This is the message that needs to be deciphered.
Set the Enigma machine for the following message. GMR. GMR. $25. $312. Is that 312 or is it 1526-1? $1526-1. Where are these discs? So it's 312. $1526-1. APRM. Come on. RRM. All right. 312-1526-1 UAWF. I did it wrong. UAWF. W and F. I like these conveniently shrinking plugs. All right. GMR 312-15261 UAWF. Now what?
Excellent. I think I solved it.
Nice.
Maybe. Unfortunately, working for the government also means working for the occasional undesirable individual. Yes?
Professor, this is Caleb Bowen speaking.
There it is.
Bowen.
It's been weeks since the British handed over everything they had on Enigma. Do you know yet if that encryption model will help us decode JN-25? You have to understand, Professor. Washington is starting to get uneasy. I'll try to buy you some time, but I can't assure you anything.
There are similarities between both encryption systems, but they're not identical. The Japanese use additive methods, as we've seen in earlier models.
When do you think it will be ready?
Cryptography is not an exact science, Bowen. We're making progress, that's all.
Very well. I'll report that to Washington. Professor, hear me out on this. You're doing an excellent job. But please understand.
Listen, Bowen. The only reason I'm doing this is for my country. And one thing's clear to me. The less we deal with each other, the better. So frankly, don't bother trying to butter me up.
Professor, we have more in common than you think. Why do you insist on making us enemies?
Look, no matter how much you try to deny it, I know you're still a damn Nazi. And though I've never been able to prove it, I also know you had something to do with the sabotage of my expedition.
Not at all, Professor. You refused our funding, and that was the end of it.
Right. And you had no prior connection to Miss Cassandra Dexter Ward, is that correct?
As I've already told you 1,000 times, I met Miss Ward when she came to our society with you, asking for money.
So, it was all just a coincidence, right?
Of course. Coincidences do happen, Professor.
Listen to me, you disgusting little man. I have things to attend to. Do us both a favor and don't call again. What a moron.
I think you said that into the phone. Secret agent learned how to decipher messages from the Enigma machine. I don't have a message to decrypt, though. Well, there we go.
This encrypted message is rather short. I wonder what it contains.
Do I have a instruction sheet like the other one?
No use. It's encrypted. An encrypted message.
There it is. Okay.
Februar 1943.
That's February 43, right?
Perfect.
Januar 1943. That means January 1943.
Well, yeah. That one's not too hard to guess.
It's kind of a cognate. Is there anything else? Another one?
There's some sort of cable here.
Take the cable, plug the cable in. There we go. Alright, this one. UZW. UZW. 231. Two, 3, 1. Oh my god. UZW. 2313-2. Come on. I wish that when you double clicked it, it just took you out of the machine. UZW. GEFM. G E F M.
The Nazis probably abandoned the base. That's why this message was never received.
The area will be quarantined. Do not expect any more communications. This is the last message that the station will receive. HH. Is that BDA? BDA. EDA 321. Uh, 1925-6. $1925.6. And then PWCR. PW CR.
Code. I wonder.
Could that be the code to access the reinforced door, Professor?
Code changes every 10 days starting today. New code equals general's assigned number and current day, 2 digits. And the date was January 1. Only the current commanding general may initiate the code change. If unavailable, the previous commander is authorized to initiate the code change. This one sucks because the first thing is gone.
What on earth were they doing in this place?
No one suspects what we're doing here. It was Adler who had the idea of hiding the ZMPC beneath a radio antenna. He's the only general who believes in the project. Voigt and Hohenberg are just following orders, and Klopka seems more interested in his esoteric charlatanry. But Adler trusts that the success of the ZNPC will secure the Reich's victory. If our research is correct, we might be able to turn the course of the war. Otto
the
Adler.
Dienstausweis of an SS Oberstgruppenführer. Some Otto Adler.
English, please?
Oh, sorry, it's the ID of a Nazi general. This Voight fella doesn't sound too happy. Someone must have gotten some dates wrong.
Attention everyone, the 10-day rule in the lab code instructions includes the day the message is sent. To avoid further confusion, I have marked the correct dates on the calendar for when the code changes. Expect every general to update the code on their respective dates accordingly.
Operation Weserübung. The Nazi occupation of Northern Europe. Boy, this radio station gets creepier every minute.
Yes, I can feel a shiver down my spine. And it's not the cold.
Otto is dead, my good friend consumed by that black floating polyp. Only his shadow remains. The rest of the team insists on halting the project, but I won't do it. Not until the orders come directly from Berlin. Otto believed in it, and I believe in it too. ZNPC is our key for victory. So who's the friend? Who's in charge now?
ZNPC.
Sounds like a secret Nazi project, doesn't it?
Yesterday we received the code instructions for the laboratory's door, but we're still missing the general's assigned numbers. Intelligence says they will almost certainly arrive tomorrow. Until then, entrance to ZNPC is strictly forbidden.
This machinery hasn't been used for years. It's junk. All of these rusty gadgets are useless.
So I'm assuming that the letter upstairs is the general's numbers.
A monocle. He must be upper class. What a creepy looking face he has. That guy with the white hair must be the senior one. This guy looks like a bureaucrat. Looks like a workers' registry from 1943.
Otto dies on January 26th. Is that Stahl? Felix Stahl. All right. There's no way to clean this, is there? So we can probably find out who the dude is, right? So then Hohenberg? Because Otto is dead. January 26th, Hohen is dead. Or Otto is dead. So we go to Klopke, Hohenberg, and then Adler. This is January, so this should be February. Is there one that ends with an I or an L? Could be CSL. Is that a V? I wish I could zoom in on it. ONV maybe? UZW? We already used UZW. Which one is UZW? It's the 25th. February 25th. So that would have been the last communication. It's here. I wish I knew what day it was sent. There's no date on this one. Felix Stahl. He's not on the board. YBW maybe? You guys can see less than I can. Let's try that one. YBW 213. Two, 1, 3. 92620. Ox ZZ. O. X. Where's the C? C. Z? Nope. Wish I could see. There's no dates on any of these.
Looks like a workers' registry from 1943.
Wish that I could just zoom in on this. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. It's getting sunny out now. I'm like, no, don't do that. Does that help at all? Not really. Now I can't see my mouse. What is that? Is that an O? You. I don't see an O. It's definitely a W. So what are our options here? I don't think it's... We just tested YBW, so it can't be that. Don't think it's XJW. It could be SSW. I don't think it's ZHW. Not you. Options, graphics, video, brightness. Turn it back to about halfway. Let's try SSW. I think it's too early though, right? One, 3, 2. ZIHP 152525. Nope. H is where? H P. That is it. Okay.
German names with numbers assigned.
So it's... We said it was Hohenberg. So 9/5. And what was the date? Nine 19.
A reinforced door. You still think this is just a radio station?
Alright, I've got to admit, this is weird as hell.
Nine, 5.
No, the door won't budge.
Other one. Thank you. Code changes every 10 days starting today. New code equals general's assigned number and current day. 9/5/19. Did I just do it backwards? Come on.
At last, we did it, Evangeline.
Nice. Is that going to be a chapter switch?
So the station was just a cover-up. But I wonder what for.
Whatever it is, we're going to find out. And soon.
We're still going. Oh no.
Harry tried to keep his composure when he saw the oily shadow. He didn't want to alarm Evie.
From General...
So they carried on, without regard for their own people's safety.
The subtitles there did not match what he said. From General Otto Adler to Captain Felix Stahl, report on explosion, damage to complex after incursion into the craft. Received, stop, proceed with exploration of craft and subject despite partial flooding, stop. Engineering team en route to assess damage, stop. Continue study of black liquid as per protocol, stop. HH, stop. What is this?
Do you think we'll find that great engineer of yours down here?
I hope so. This trip will have been a total waste of money.
But Evie suspected there was much more at stake than the cost of their trip.
Program Kronos. That's what we talked about in the other file.
A liquid that reacts to sound, like in the Rappahannock River caves.
Time Navigation Project Kronos. After the last experiment, following the change of state, the black liquid evaporated, forming some kind of gaseous polyp. This confirms that the black substance is unstable. Its state changes depending on different sound frequencies. For now, we've managed to contain it inside the chamber, but we need to test it further.
Harry held his breath. The black shadows were back again. But then...
What the hell is that thing?
You can see that too?
That sort of cloud of black smoke? Of course. It looks alive.
It's the smoke monster from Lost.
Offices, control room, Kronos lab. That must be it. We have to go through to the other side. But how will we open these doors?
You said control room, right? I bet we can operate the doors from there.
That
Probably.
makes sense. Okay. To get there, we'll need to go downstairs and through the offices.
But Professor, the way downstairs is flooded.
You want to go for a swim?
Well, it seems there's no other choice. Which
I'll
of us...
go this time, and I'm not going to allow any argument about it.
Because despite how I look, I'm not 80 yet, Harry thought to himself.
Do you want to go down then?
Not really.
Go ahead. Lower me down.
All right. Be very careful down there, Professor.
I'm surprised we're still going. I figured that would have been the end of the chapter.
Everything all right down there, Professor?
So far, so good. Though it's very dark in here. And I think I know why this place is flooded. They must have tried to break into that flying saucer and then release the black ooze.
Do you see any black ooze around?
All around, yes. I'm pretty sure it was the ship's fuel. I've still got 10 minutes of air in this suit.
Is that significant? Do I need 10 minutes of air? I figured it was just quick in and out.
Evangeline, do you hear me?
Yes, Professor.
I've reached the control room. I really hope they never succeeded.
Imperative, find out everything about the creature in the ice. Stop. If it continues not to communicate, use methods you deem necessary. Stop. The Fuhrer awaits results. Stop. We requested help.
Be talking about that flying saucer we saw out there.
We requested help from Berlin, and all Adler sends is a diving suit. How are we supposed to recover all the lost equipment with just one damn diving suit? It's ridiculous. We'd better focus on studying the liquid that came out of the ship. I'll assign Dr. Schultz to it.
Evangeline, there's a panel here. Maybe it'll open those doors.
I need a thing? Do I need a designation? What are the doors?
Up to you now, Professor.
So that thing is not only alive, but it's also aggressive.
Whatever that liquid was, it has become extremely aggressive since the incident. Otto discovered this firsthand. Only a shadow remained, disintegrated. It seeks any openings through which to escape. For the time being, we have managed to confine it to the central chamber, but for how long remains unknown. What am I supposed to do with the control panel? Oh, 438 is the door. I can't see this one, of course. 5. Can't jump on the thing or anything.
Looks like the organizational chart for Project Kronos. And that's Felix Stahl. That guy's a member of the Starry Wisdom Society.
So that was the reason Bowen had pulled every string to get that man to America.
Idiots. Only a fool would conduct experiments with black ooze.
Definitely.
Dr. Schultz came into contact with the black liquid. It appears to have affected his mind. He is showing signs of delirium. He represents a risk to the project. He must be transferred to Berlin. So I don't want to open that door because that's just going to have him attack, or it's going to have the black ooze attack the Evangeline. But I don't see the other door, right?
It's up to you now, Evangeline.
527? 527.
Your turn, Professor.
5, 2, 7.
All right, that's on.
Professor, look. That thing. It's moving into the next chamber.
It seems to move like a trapped insect.
So is that door closed? Alright, so I can open up this door now. So 438.
A light just came on.
Where am I going now? So I live above a garage. Like my room is like directly above a garage. So I feel when my roommate is going out, I can feel the garage door opening and closing. And then every so often it feels like he just like slaps the roof of the garage somehow. And I don't understand what he's doing. Very odd. So I can open up this door. This is 816.
You're in charge now.
Another one.
DJ Khaled.
Your turn, Evangeline.
Your turn, Professor.
Please, by all means.
Up to you now, Professor.
309 is the last one. So am I trying to trap it in here?
You're in charge now.
Good, good.
Your turn, Evangeline.
It's in there.
Your turn, Professor.
It's up to you now, Evangeline.
I opened this door for you, Professor. You can leave the control panel. I think we're safe.
Anything else in here? It doesn't look like there's any notes or anything. I bet you that there's a note in there that I didn't see, or some kind of secret. Oh, hi. What's up, buddy?
What on earth was that thing?
I don't know. But whatever it was, I don't want it close to us. Let's get out of here, quick.
Completed chapter 4. Perfect.
What is this place? It looks like the heart of Project Kronos.
Could be. Do you think we gave that horrid thing the slip?
I really hope so. After seeing what that black smoke can do to humans, I wouldn't want... What the hell? How did that thing get out?
No time for questions now! Run, Professor! Run! Quick, the bunker door!
Help me close it, Evangeline!
All right, chapter 5.
Damn it. That was close.
Nice. I hope this chamber is shut tight.
If not, we better find another exit. Otherwise, we're trapped in here.
All right. I'm going to cut the video there. I like the adventure of this game. Like, we've already gone from the ruins under Virginia over to this island in Sweden, and I like the movement of this game. It feels very good. I'm not too sure about the Enigma machine puzzle where you didn't have the first 3 letters. Like, there are a bunch of ways that you could have done that, where you could have like looked at the calendar and found out when the thing was sent, or you could have had some kind of like hints about like the thing was damaged, but we took a printing of it somewhere. There's a lot of ways to approach that one, and I'm not sure if just like having the smudge like barely visible was the best way to do that, because there are multiple ones ending with W, and there were multiple ones with a like curly letter in the middle. It felt just kind of like by chance, and I was willing to like rule that one out. I was like, no, that's way too early. Like Adler's already been dead by that point. But I'm glad that I got it just by like process of elimination. I really enjoyed the logic puzzle with the 5 cult members. That one was a little bit better. But I still feel like there's sometimes where the game doesn't give you like it gives you enough hints to do process of elimination, but it has this like weirdness to it where it's like, that's not how I would have approached it. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I hope that I'm not too boring when I'm solving these complex puzzles, but hopefully, I just bumped the mic again. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the mystery. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the movement as much as I am. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me for another night of Strange and Scary Games. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.